Hello there, welcome back to Roman Empire. Last time we finally started dealing with Holland and basically every single else, or everyone that's colonizing, that we could deal with on the northern coast of Europa. We're going to keep on doing that. England is still a problem, child-ish, so we need to deal with that too, but that should be fine. We're currently at war with Holland, Denmark, Norway and Livonia in order. We're also at war with Gelre, Utrecht and Bremen. So that's basically really straightforward. I'm probably going to have to march home because this army, even though it was actually in Bremen, for some reason became exiled. Again, it's kind of weird. I've had a couple of weird exiles happen during the, well, last couple of games, I guess I could say. Apparently here, Armagnac has an extreme limited desire right now due to my very low diplomatic reputation. So I'll probably have to deal with them, well, sooner rather than later. Unfortunately enough, I'll probably also just hand over whatever land I can in this war to Finland. That is the plan. And once I've done that, I'm pretty sure I'll just go straight ahead and annex Finland, because they basically have they're no longer of any, well, use to me, so to speak. I just need to quickly annex them, and then I can. Go for Novgorod, for instance. I might have to release Novgorod, which means that I'll have to annex a nation twice, which is going to be a pain in the ass in terms of costs, but it might happen. It might just be how I'll have to handle things, which is, of course, a pain in the ass, but it's not something it's just how things are going to have to be, unfortunately. But I'll continue the war. Should be very straightforward here, and hopefully I can take down my enemies here without too much fuss. Also, I did take Syria last time, so we secured Jerusalem. Very good. And we're probably going to fight Austria again very, very soon, because they're allied with both Bosnia and France, which makes them a prime target to clean up the borders a little bit. And Hesse is still Holy Roman Emperor. So again, the Holy Roman Empire is kind of a interesting mess right now. In terms of that, I can probably start converting some of the electors here, potentially. I might just go for a religious or the religious group just to get that done. But of course, we'll take most likely exploration next, because again, I need to stop England, for instance, in the New World, and things like that. So for the time being, I'll go ahead here, we'll destroy the fleets that are currently causing issue for me. And if I can actually trap the, well, the Dane army, they know me as left, so I can't actually trap it, but that's fine. I would probably have gone ahead and do that too. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and send these guys to Bremen, so I can end this war against Gelre, Utrecht and Bremen. I'm probably just going to annex Utrecht, I think. It's easier that way. So yeah, I think I'm just going to do that. It's as I said, it's a lot easier. Now, the Danes do have 12 military attack, which means that they are 2 levels behind me, which again makes them a very easy target to deal with in terms of military force. And we're just going to actually do that. We're going to deal with them. We're going to send these guys, as I said, to Bremen. Deal with them that way. And I'll just keep on working on what I have been doing here, which is sieging Norway, which is sieging the Livonian Order, and we'll probably deal with Denmark too. But I'll have to see what I'll do on that score. But we'll do one. Well, I'll fight this battle, show you this battle, because again, I think it will be very much straightforward, very easy. And again, this actually proves it. They lost 8,000, we lost nearly 3,000. So if I can just block them from going to Shelland, for instance, or to the mainland, that would be wonderful. I have no idea if I'll actually get there in time, but we'll see. As you could also see there, I really easily dealt with the Norwegian army, so if I can just, again, block the Danes here, that should make it a lot easier in terms of peace deals in the future. Well, let's just transfer this land to Finland, because that is who I will hand it over to. And I'll take those 2 provinces. There we go. Can't really take the capital. Of course, I could force Holland to give it to me, but I'm going to annex Holland, so not really a big concern. We'll probably have to deal with the Commonwealth too, and I'm really tempted to just go after the Teutons here to try and vassalize them, but it's going to be hard to do so. I might just actually fabricate a claim on Hesse here, even though they are the Roman Emperor, because of the fact they have they're allied with so many people that could make it easy. I can also take a sea province. I can just keep on moving eastwards, and basically we can all live happily ever after. Is the reasoning. Unfortunately, I didn't actually catch the Danish army. I'm pretty sure it's back at home, but I'll deal with that later. For now, I'll try and... yeah, I can just detach the transports here. It should not be an issue. I might get... I might lose them if fate wants it so, but I think it'll be fine. I'll just go back to dealing with the wall, and I'll get back to you if something interesting does happen. Gallery is actually willing it to make peace. I did actually go for the annexation of Utrecht. I forgot to actually show that. But unfortunately enough, these 3 provinces will bring me to a well, maximum overextension at 100%. But it still should be fine. I'll be able to call them neatly. But of course, this means that I can only annex Holland after these 3 provinces have been called. I'll also fall a little bit behind on my plan to actually get the next idea set. But even so, it should be fine. I'll basically just call the Holland provinces too, and then I'll start again handing things over to my vassals. If I play my cards right here, I might even be able to give Ile-de-France to Armagnac, if I'm lucky. So I'll have to see what I want to do with that. And funnily enough here, I just realized that if I actually end a war with troops in waters, they actually become exiled. So it might be that I ended the war with someone, accepted a white peace or something along those lines. But these guys got exiled. Surprisingly enough, I did not see that coming. But that's just how things are. I'll be sending these guys, I think, to Denmark too. Because again, just to help out, just make it go a little bit quicker. And with that in mind too, I'll also go ahead and set up the sieging squads as 6,000 man regiments rather than the current 24,000 man units I have been using. But yeah, I'll be sending troops to deal with the Danes here. They have a 22,000 man army here, and again, we have a 24,000 man army incoming, so I'm not too concerned. I'm actually tempted to... Yeah, let's just cut off the transports because they should be fairly safe, even though the Danes do still have a... Oh, I can't detach them if they got armies on board. How nice. I can join them, but I can't detach them. I think we're actually going to drop these guys off in Holland. Hopefully I can actually get them there before Danes do go over the over border, overseas. But we'll have to see here. Let's just try and attack, and then we will again block the Öresund gap, I guess I can call it. But yeah, the goal will be to actually destroy the Danish army completely, which again shouldn't be that much of a problem here. It's probably going to be very, very straightforward. So I'll go ahead, finish this war. I'm a little bit unsure if I actually want to start the war with Austria already, because again, Bosnia and France is basically the targets of this war, should I declare it. The only ones that won't be able to really do anything here are, of course, the French, because I can't call them in as a co-belligerent, even though I'd like to. Bosnia is only allied with Austria, and again, same for Transylvania, so I can actually do them both as co-belligerents, and again, hand the land over to Serbia. Now Hungary, I don't think they're allied with Austria. They're just allied with Saxony, so that's a problem, but it's not a big problem. And again, I think I do have enough forces in the area to deal with this. I'll just have to move this 24,000 man army into to mainland. I can drag this army up from the south, so it's not really a big issue. We're going to call in Transylvania and Bosnia as co-belligerents because I do want to take Transylvanian land, hand it over to Serbia. Same with Bosnia. And I kind of want to complete the puzzle in north by taking down France once and for all. So yeah, that sounds to be like a sound plan. So yeah, let's go here. Take Cork, Canton, Bosnia, Transylvania, France, the Palatinate, and Trier. The only one's kind of problematic here might be the Palatinate, except for Austria themselves. But again, it's not something that I expect to be a problem. So with that said, we'll just begin. Should be fairly straightforward here again. The Austrian army is still... They're just one tech behind me, but even so, I'm pretty sure we can... both can and will beat them substantially here. Armagnac is dealing with France really easy. And Transylvania is also going to be a very easy target, it looks like. It seems like they don't really have any troops. But I might be wrong here. We'll move into Thames and see what we see. No troops whatsoever. And again, I don't really expect them to be a group here that will actually come and help them out. There might be, but I don't expect one. So we'll have to see how that plays out. But again, the target here is to take Bosnia and Transylvania and get as much land, get as much of their land as possible over to Serbia. So with that in mind, we'll just keep on going here. Where did that Dane army go? It actually ran to... are you going? Ah, it doesn't matter. We'll use this army to siege Norway. I have no idea where that Danish army is going. If they're actually going to Warpommen, they're actually going to Warpommen. Are you joking? Are you mental? That's actually quite interesting. The fact that the army would go to Warpommen rather than do, well, anything that would make sense. But hey, I guess that's just my sensing here. But again, this is one of those things that shouldn't be possible. That makes you for ridiculous. If an army is beaten in Skåne, you would not run basically through Sweden, through Finland, through I can never remember what this area is called, but you never run through here to Warpommen to run away from an army that's basically a short both right away. That's just silly. So again, that's really annoying and really weird. But hey, it's what the game decided to do. Anyways, I'll just continue this war. Should be very, very straightforward, I think. I'll be moving these guys to, I think, yeah, we'll be moving them to try and help out in Norway. For now, I'll sit back and we'll see how this turns out. Should be a little bit interesting. I'll probably show you once I deal with the Austrian army, but it'll probably take a little while longer. And Armagnac is just being a real douche here. How about you siege that province, good sir? But yeah, they're definitely disloyal here. Real disloyal. Proper disloyal. So I'll have to see what I want to do in terms of trying to speed their annexation up, but not really much I can do right now. I'll again sit back here and we'll see how this whole thing plays out. Wow, I'm kind of impressed. Guess where the Danish army actually went? They, instead of actually going to their homeland, fight me, they decided that, do you know what would be hilarious? If we actually invaded the Romans through their sieges in Transylvania. Wouldn't that be hilarious? But funny spot is that will actually force a peace deal, so to speak. I don't want to deal with the... Of course, I could just, well, cut off the sieges, deal with the Danish army, but with the ridiculous mechanics of running away, that's probably just going to create me a whole nother set of problems to just slow me down. Denmark is not a co-belligerent in this war, so I can't really get too much either, so it's just probably for the best to call it quits there. It will also give me the opportunity, of course, to send another army to actually help out in well, Europe with the war against Austria. So again, it's not the worst scenario, but I find it hilarious the way that this actually ended up working out, so to speak. But yeah, I'll be taking this army and I'll be sending it to deal with the French. Should be very straightforward. Apparently, also some let's see here, Welsh nationalists in Northumberland that we also need to deal with, but again, not really a problem. I'm also, as you can see, I fought one war against the Austrian forces, or one battle, not one war. One very small battle, which ended up in a victory. Very straightforward, very simple. I'm actually going to challenge the 12,000 army before the 21. I don't care if they actually siege that one province, I can easily take it back. So I'll be aiming at trying to destroy the, well, smaller armies here, again, just to weaken the Austrians a little bit, making it easy for me to actually get rid of them. But in terms of Norway, it's very much straightforward here. All I really need to do is just wait, and then it will be done. So we'll see how that goes. Why did you guys not move? Well, I can probably guess, but come on. There we go. Finally, depletion of the European beaver. We killed the beaver! But anyways, I'm going to, again here, just try and deal with the Austrian troops, and once Transylvania has been sieged, we'll have a lot, well, an easier time doing it, so to speak. So I'll sit back here, we'll see how this goes. If I can actually come here to aid in time, which I didn't, so I get terrain and crossing modifiers against me. Still won the battle though. Actually, I won it by a fairly wide margin, because again, we do have some pretty amazing, I dare say, morale bonuses. What the hell happened here? How did it end up? I think I know what actually happened here. Instead of actually sending them by the ship, since they were exiled, they actually decided to walk. I think that is what happened, but it's still annoying. Anyways, the siege of Transylvania is going pretty well here. I think I'll sit down, or just sit back and wait, see what happens, and we're probably going to end this war next time. Now, in terms of what I want to do with Holland and England and colonize this and basically annoying things, I'll probably just wait again. But the plan, of course, will be to hand as much of Norway over to Finland as I can, because it'll make it easier once I actually do the annexation. Muscovy has completely eaten Novgorod, so that's the problem. I'm not sure if Finland is actually creating any claims for me to use here. No, they're not creating a single claim. I might have to take Finnmark for myself just to create a claim on Muscovy, although right now they're not really a threat per se, they're just sitting, well, a sitting duck per se, but I also already put this over in Finland's control, so I might have to wait a bit for that. But yeah, we're going to end it here and we're going to continue next time. Thank you for watching, please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I'll see you next time. Bye.